Sam, Sam Petroda ji, Aarti Krishna ji, Mohinder Singh ji, George Abraham ji, Pradeep Samala ji, Johnson ji, senior IOC leaders on the dais, brothers and sisters, friends, I'd like to welcome all of you here this evening. Thank you very much for coming to listen to us and to share the evening with us. It's always nice to hear Sam Petroda with his experience. He was saying that his words get twisted. But now, वो सबके साथ होता है. इंडिया में नॉन स्टॉप होता है. मीडिया का यही काम बचा है. क्या वो चल रहा है. But I don't know if you've noticed that something has definitely changed after the election results. You know? People come sometimes while I'm in Delhi, people will, I'm driving in the car, sometimes they'll make me open the window and they'll say, डर निकल गया, डर नहीं लगता अब डर नहीं लगता, डर गायब हो गया. तो it's interesting to me that बीजेपी ने कितना, मोदी जी ने कितना डर फैलाया. एजेंसीज का दबाव, मीडिया का दबाव, इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट, छोटे बिजनेसेस पे, मीडियम साइज बिजनेसेस पे, और एक सेकंड में सब गायब हो गया. अजीब सी बात है. मतलब सालों लगे उस डर को पैदा करने में, सालों लगे, प्लानिंग चली, पैसा लगा, और एक सेकंड में खत्म. और वो दिखता है अब. You can see it. I see it. I get to see it in Parliament. I see the Prime Minister right up front. And I can tell you that the idea of Mr. Modi, 56-inch chest, direct connection with God, that's all gone. It's history now. And he realizes it, India realizes it, his partners in government realize it, the 3 or 4 senior ministers in his government realize it. But it's interesting, some months ago, I don't know, many of you must run businesses. You run businesses. And I can see ladies here who run households. And you can imagine if suddenly one day your finance department comes to you and says, listen, all your bank accounts are sealed. You can imagine, no, what happens if you're running a business or you're running a household and somebody comes and tells you, listen, all your bank accounts are closed till further notice. You won't know what to do. This is what happened to the Congress party. 3 months before the election, our bank accounts were all sealed. Every single bank account of the Congress party was sealed. No money for advertising, no money for campaign, no money to transport our leaders. And I remember Kharge ji, myself, one or two other senior people, and the treasurer. So, मतलब treasurer की तो हवा निकल गई थी कि भाई मतलब क्या करूं मैं, बैंक अकाउंट सील हो गए. तो we were discussing it now. What do we do? We have an election. So many things to do, campaign, etc., etc. Bank account band ho gaye. First time, I've myself fought multiple elections, 2004, 2009, assembly election. First time in my life, new thing. All the bank accounts are sealed. So he just looked and said, we have no money. And then I looked at him, I said, देखी जाएगी. देखते हैं क्या होता है. And that was the spirit we fought the election with. And we could see. See, first of all, you have to understand what the fight is about. Fight is not about politics. That is superficial. What is your name? Brother, here, with the turban? What is your name? Balinder Singh. The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to a Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about. And not just for him. For all religions. Fight is also about, I can see here in the crowd, people from Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Haryana. I can see all these people. Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Right? So now, see, when I say Kerala, now, see, I've been a member of parliament for Kerala. So when I say Kerala, first Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh now. So first when you don't understand these things, you say Kerala is just a simple word. Or you say Punjab, simple word. But these are not simple words. This is your history, your language, your tradition, your entire imagination is in these words. And what the RSS is basically saying is that certain states are inferior to other states, certain languages are inferior to other languages, certain religions are inferior to other religions, certain communities are inferior to other communities. This is what the fight is about. We are of the opinion that whether you are from Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, all of you have your history, all of you have your tradition, all of you have your language, and every single one of them is as important as any other one. So how can you, the people from Tamil Nadu who are sitting here, what would you do if somebody told you cannot speak Tamil? How would you feel? How would you react? That is the ideology of the RSS. That Tamil, Marathi, Bengali, Manipuri, these are all inferior languages. That's what the fight is about. It ends up in the polling booth. It ends up in Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha. But the fight is about what type of India we are going to have. Are we going to have an India where people are allowed to believe what they want to believe? People are allowed to respect what they want to respect, say what they want to say, listen to what they want to hear? Or are we going to have an India where only few limited people can decide what is going to happen? And प्रॉब्लम इज दीज पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इंडिया. वो समझ ही नहीं आती उनको. ये है क्या, इसकी हिस्ट्री क्या है, उनको मालूम ही नहीं है. इट्स लाइक यू इमेजिन, जैसे यहां पे अब आप डिनर खाएंगे, यहां पे आपको 3 कोर्स 4 कोर्स मील मिलता है ना. पहले शुरू मतलब फर्स्ट कोर्स होता है, फिर मेन कोर्स आता है, फिर डिजर्ट आती है, होता है ना. इंडिया में कोई फर्स्ट कोर्स, सेकंड कोर्स, थर्ड कोर्स होता है? एक थाली मिलती है, सब कुछ उसके अंदर होता है. सही बात है ना. अब थाली में सब कुछ मिल जाता है, सब्जी, दाल, चावल सब मिल जाता है. मिलता नहीं मिलता है? वो स्वीट डिश भी उसी थाली में मिलता है? नहीं मिलता ना. तो इंडिया का नेचर ये है, सब कुछ एक साथ चलता है. अब अगर कोई आदमी थाली के सामने बैठ जाए और कहे भैया चावल दाल से ज्यादा जरूरी है और सब्जी की रैंकिंग सबसे नीचे है, तो क्या होगा? यही बीजेपी के लोग करते हैं. मतलब उनको समझ नहीं आती कि ये देश सबका है, ये देश मिलकर बना है. इसको इंडिया इज कॉल्ड यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट्स. इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज रिटन क्लियरली, India that is Bharat is a union of states. What does it mean? It means it's a union of languages. It's a union of traditions, union of histories, union of music, of dance. वो कहते नहीं, यूनियन नहीं है, ये सब अलग अलग हैं. और इन सब में से एक सबसे जरूरी है, एक सोच सबसे जरूरी है, उसका हेडक्वार्टर नागपुर में है, बाकी सबका कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. So that is what the fight is about, and you are ambassadors. I said yesterday in my speech, you have come from one union of states and you've come to another union of states. United States is also called the United States because it's a union of states. And you are our ambassadors. You're the bridge between these two great unions of states. And you make us very proud because we understand what it meant for you to come here. We understand the difficulties, the struggles that you have had to deal with. It's not easy. But when you came here, you came with humility, you came with respect, and you came with affection. You didn't come here and say, oh, we're going to the United States and the United States is inferior to us. You didn't say, no, we're going to the United States, but we hate the United States. You became part of the United States. I'm sure you're proud of India and you're proud of the fact that you live in America. अब बीजेपी के सिस्टम में आपकी दो आइडेंटिटीज हो ही नहीं सकती. You cannot be Indian and at the same time be American. That is what the fight is about. And that is what we are trying to do in India. We are saying, look, don't spread hatred, spread love. Don't be arrogant, be humble. Don't disrespect people. Respect people, respect traditions, respect religions, respect languages, respect communities, that's all. And I'm sure that you understand deeply what I'm trying to say. I'm sure that you do it in your lives every day. In fact, frankly, if you didn't, you wouldn't be successful. And you're all very successful. So that is what I wanted to say. I really appreciate that you came here. You will take American ideas, American values back home, and you will bring Indian values, Indian traditions, Indian ideas to the United States. That is your role. And you will help both countries, both unions, while doing this. So it's a win-win for you, us, the United States, and India. Thank you very much.
It's a tall order to follow that. Thank you.